the day before Friday. All right, time to roll out to Denver, Colorado, and be joined by the newest member of the New Orleans Saints, Emmanuel Sanders, who came oh so close to winning the Super Bowl this past year with the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, if you guys remember, long overthrow late in that game for the Chiefs to win. But Emmanuel, you did something very unique
and guess what?
last year.
And guess what? Guess what? You said you a Kansas City Chiefs fan. You happy about that, huh?
I'm very happy about it. Very happy about it.
Look.
But,
I see a little smile came across his face when he said it.
Let's start here. You did something unique. You played 17 games last year in the regular season because you played for two different teams, the Broncos and the 49ers. Was there any extra money in that for you, and what was that like?
No, actually it wasn't. And I remember calling my agent and asking the same question. He was like, no, they just literally extend the contract out, which I didn't think was cool. But at the end of the day, it was just a blessing to really be on that team in general. You want to talk about, I love the Broncos organization. I love John Elway. I like what they're building over there. But when I got traded to go to an undefeated team, to be in that situation and being on a Super Bowl caliber team, it just felt good. So I don't really care about the money. At the end of the day, it's about happiness at some point. And I was just extremely happy to be over there and be a part of that organization.
All right, you're playing for another Super Bowl caliber team this year, the New Orleans Saints. And you're also for a receiver. Now, I'm a fat, former mediocre offensive lineman at the college level. But for a wide receiver playing in a dome, to me, feels like the ideal situation. You haven't done that in your career, having played in Pittsburgh, Denver, and San Francisco. Am I right? You're looking forward to playing inside a dome?
Yeah, I'd be lying to you if I told you that wasn't a factor. I remember when I was looking at the New Orleans schedule, and I saw that I think they got 11 or 12 games off in the dome. If you just look at all the elements, system, playing with Drew Brees, opposite of Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Who wouldn't want to be in that environment? And then you add, no weather conditions to that. It's the ultimate dream for a receiver to be in that position. And, I know I say it a lot, but I really do feel it. I'm blessed to be in this situation, and I've been working my butt off just to, seize the moment, carpe diem the moment. And so I'm looking forward to it.
Now, Emmanuel, you played opposite AB when you were in Pittsburgh. Now you're going to be opposite of Michael Thomas. What's the mindset you have to have when you're opposite a receiver that that's going to get targeted as much as they are?
At the end of the day, I've been to Pro Bowls, I've been to Super Bowls, and I tell people all the time, it's obviously guys are going to get their targets, but I feel like as long as we keep the ball moving, the chains moving on third down, everybody will be able to eat. I've played alongside Antonio Brown, like you said. I'm getting ready to play along Michael Thomas, but I've also played along Demarius, guy that when I went over there, he was in his prime, a guy going crazy, going to multiple Pro Bowls, playing in the Peyton Manning system, and he had 1,600 and I had 1,400 yards, so we had a tight end that had 800 yards. And so if we're moving the ball and if we're scoring points and we're staying and we got a good defense to get the offense off the field, there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. And, at the end of the day, I'm at the point of my career as well where, obviously I still want the yards, I still want the stats, but I only got one goal and I want to win a Super Bowl. And so that's all that matters at the end of the day. And that's the mindset and mentality that I have. I want to enter the New Orleans Saints locker room, be an incredible teammate, be the best player that I can be, the best teammate that I can be, and see where the chips fall.
Now let's talk about that locker room because it's a new team, compromised all season. Any concerns about the chemistry you can establish with Drew Brees and Michael Thomas?
I think, I'm one of those guys that go on YouTube and watch how guys play, and I've watched Alvin Kamara highlights. You'll see me at 3 a.m. watching Drew Brees highlights, just getting excited. I watch Michael Thomas highlights, seeing and flexing. I feel like one thing that we all have in common is that we have passion for the game, and the X's and O's will come. And speaking with Sean Peyton and talking about our team, we got a veteran-led team, and myself, I'm coming up on my 11th year in the league, and I've had probably 6 or 7 different offensive coordinators, been a part of 6 or 7 different offensive schemes. So I feel like in having that experience, I feel like I'll adjustment well, in terms of learning the X's and as far as, the chemistry between me and the fellas, I just feel like that's going to happen naturally. And you can't force that. And, and what we're talking about right now, and, through this, pandemic and these weird times in America, everybody's going through the same thing. You look down in Tampa, and everybody's talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady and Rob and Mike Evans, but they're doing the same thing. Like, these guys aren't meeting. So it's going to be an even playing field as well for everybody. And, hopefully once the time comes that we can, link up, we try to maximize the time.
Now, you brought up Tampa, so I'm going to have to go there in a fun way. But you played with Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning. Now you're going to get Drew Brees. How about throwing Tom Brady into that resume? You could be the ultimate quarterback authority. What you think of that?
You know what? I can't really, I got much respect for Tom Brady. He the GOAT in my opinion, because he has many rings and championships that he's been a part of. That's awesome. But at the end of the day, I only got one thing on my mind right now, and that's to beat Tom Brady. We played those guys the first game of the year, so that's the only thing on my mind is to beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not even about playing with him as of right now, but if that happens, that would be cool as well.
Emmanuel, you've won a Super Bowl. You've been to Pro Bowls. You've had a terrific career. I want to ask you, a minute and 30 left in the Super Bowl, that play, being overthrown, that's going to be kind of how you're remembered. That play kind of overshadows everything else. Is that good or bad?
I hope not. I hope that's not how I remember it. That's not the final play that I've ever played. So we still got opportunities for memories, but everybody's gonna remember that. But I've been fortunate enough to win a Super Bowl with Pittsburgh, and I've had a lot of great plays. But that play right there is definitely a play that a lot of people are going to talk about. But I hope I'm not remembered that way. I'm hoping that's what I'm doing. But it's a play that, like I said this morning, I was on as well, and I told him, I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't tell you I didn't go out to a football field when I'm training, and I didn't simulate telling somebody to throw me the post ball and simulate me catching that ball and just thinking about what could have been. But at the end of the day, I guess you had your hands crossed that he would overthrow me since you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and it ended up working out in your favor.
Get him.
It definitely did. Emmanuel, I'm going to offer you the chance to pass on this question because I don't want to be accused of just trying to stir drama, but I am going to ask the question because I think it would be inappropriate if I didn't. I'm going to be an NFL analyst. I'm going to put you in the ultimate spot. Should a team, and again, you can pass on this, should a team sign Antonio Brown, would you advise the team to sign AB?
Oh, man. Last time on NFL Network and I broke this down, it just went viral. But you know what? And honestly speaking, I think, I look at AB and I look how hard he's working, and he's working his butt off. And he's a guy that I really played with 4 years, and I know what he's like to be on the field. He's a threat on the field. And I just feel like, yeah, he should have an opportunity to be back in the league with the right team. I just feel like with the right team, if you think about the risk and the reward is greater than the risk if it's with the right team. And so you want to talk about a guy who, when he steps on the field, he's a game changer. He's a guy that can literally beat you by and that's what goes to say, like, just throw the ball up and this guy will come down with ridiculous catches. Give him a 5-yard pass and he can literally take it the distance. That is a game changer. And I feel like a lot of teams in the league need game changers. Now, obviously the antics, he's kind of dialed them down off the field, and I'm happy and I'm proud of him for that. You have no idea. Like, I watched this guy. I got so much love for this guy. I got so much admiration for this guy, just his work ethic and how he is as a father and everything. And I hope, that another team gives him an opportunity in the NFL, and I hope that he capitalized on that opportunity because, we talk about